Well, I want to start out saying it's been one heck of a week and it's left me shaking my freaking head. The Colin's still here. That's really good. The van broke down on the other side of Michigan and had to have that thing towed almost 200 miles. I reached out to a friend when I seen this sitting by his barn, and I was expecting to buy it, but he just gave me the darn thing. I went to look at a car for a customer that maybe I was going to fix or purchase, and I couldn't give them as much as they wanted, but they ended up selling it to me for what I wanted to buy it for if I was going to buy it. And it worked out to the perfect time that van broke down and I got this thing that runs and drives and just needs one of my patented clayway trailing arm brackets underneath here that holds the rear end inside it. So I thought this Sunday I might start a new video vlog thing, let you guys know what's going on in the Rogers household. I hope you enjoy it. So on a good note, this freaking RZR behind me, somebody just gave me. I literally seen it in their yard. I called him about it. He was a friend of mine, and he's like, come and pick it up. So hopefully I'll be getting Lizzo on the trail. And if you don't remember Lizzo, she's a big old fat, well, she's an RZR, just like that one, 900. So we'll probably swap the motor out in that. Broke down in the van. The wheel fell off my pussy wagon. Yeah, that's my fan clutch. And even though the van still runs really good, that's no Quarto, no Mo. Took out my radiator, busted a hole in it right up here. So I got to do that, but she still starts up and runs just fine. Just one of them things. So probably about time to park that thing for the winter. It's a little bit nice. Don't want it to get beat up. I bought this 2013 GMC Terrain back here with 195,000 miles on it for $800. Wasn't trying to buy one. Was an extra car they had. They didn't know if they wanted to fix it. And they gave it to me. I've been driving it around ever since the van broke down. I've got another 2013 sitting right here that I smucked a deer with a couple months back, and I've been looking for parts. I wanted to get parts that are exact same color because we all know I'm not a bodywork type guy. This thing still runs and drives fine, but it's only got about 120,000 miles on it. It's really a nice car, actually. So if any of you guys got any of that stuff laying around that's that same color, which is like a 102, shoot me a message, let me know. I'll buy it from you. They wanted like $900 for this whole grill in this bumper cover, and I'm pretty sure I could probably fix this bumper cover, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that because then that means they want another $200 or $300 for the fender. And hell, I just bought a whole damn car for $800, for Pete's sakes. I had a really interesting guy show up this week, and you guys know I'm kind of spiritual. I believe, God sends us, directives to do. We just kind of gotta pick up on what's going on. This guy was brilliant. His name was John. He's from the other side of the state. Called me about 2 years ago about working on his Sprinter van for him. And I was like, yeah, well, he's kind of like one of them, I don't know. He's just different, I guess. Not really weird or anything. Literally, I think the guy's a freaking genius. He's got a bunch of qualities that I do not possess. He builds out his Sprinter van, even though it didn't run right, then, had faith in me to get it to run right, which we did. We got it running spectacular, built a new exhaust for it, did a bunch of stuff to it, and I'm certain that thing's going to be as reliable as mine. So I think he's going to come over and work with us here at the show, and that'd be great because he has a lot of editing experience, does music, very, very creative. I would say if I was to categorize him anywhere, he is like an artist. So that's super cool, and I'm excited about that because that's going to be a different direction for the show. So hopefully you guys, even if you don't want to, are going to see a lot more of me and a lot more of the show. He's going to work for me really, really cheap. And that'll be great. Maybe I can afford to get some teeth if I can actually do some more things. You may have seen that I was down in Tennessee before the hurricane hit. And while I was down there, I went into this guitar store. Really, really good guy. Doug Wyatt. He's right on the he's right inside the mall there that's right in Gatlinburg. If you folks have never been there, you definitely need to travel there. It's a great family vacation spot. Well, anyways, on the wall of his guitar shop, he had all these beautiful guitars, and it got me to thinking, I'm going to make an art piece. And I don't know if you guys will like it, but I like the idea of it. It's about bringing us together with music. So I bought these guitars. He gave me a discount on all of these guitars, and we're going to be putting an art piece together for that. The reason I bring this up is because I told John my idea, and he's like, yeah, I can't really be a part of that. And then the next day I show up, and he's got this like whole thing made up and all sorts of things. So I'm trying not to give the idea away, but it's going to involve 6 guitars, different colors, and it's really going to be a impact for some of us. It's a really good idea. No one's ever done it. And they say I'm the greatest. I could be the greatest. No, they don't say that, but nevertheless, we're going to be doing that pretty soon. That's pretty cool for the show. We've also been working on the trailer. If you don't remember, a couple months ago, it started out as a nappy hoe of a trailer, and it looked terrible, so we wanted to take it down to SEMA with us in Vegas next month. And I thought, well, we want to bring back a S10 Blazer, or I do want to bring back an S10 Blazer that we need to throw on that sucker to be able to bring it back from out west. It's rust-free. So that's coming along pretty well. So Colin's still living here in the living room. Occur for quite some time, apparently, because they sent me a form to sign. They were going to modify the house, and I just can't sign it. I'm not going to sign it. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to have to get an attorney, but one of the things in the agreement is that I have to sign off the ability to ask for any modifications for the rest of his life. Yeah, I don't think that that's really all that smart, since he's 18 years old, and I don't want to live in this house for the rest of my life. But it really creates issues, because all of his stuff, as I showed you a couple weeks ago, encompasses this whole house. And we've got our granddaughter that was just born, and there's literally no floor space for her anywhere. I mean, this is our living room, and that's going to stunt her from being able to walk, crawl, everything else. And I just it just irritates the crap out of me, and I just literally can't even fathom living this way for however long. But that's the kind of stuff that you put up with, I guess, when you're dealing with insurance companies, and it's very disconcerting. Ultimately, I want you folks to know that I greatly appreciate your comments. I greatly appreciate your support, and I hope you guys will check me out on YouTube, The Clay Way. We do all this stuff, and I try to inspire and empower folks like you to do things yourselves, just like I've always done. I want you to remember that if anyone else can do it, I promise you can do it too. Don't be the next to them, be the absolute first to you. God bless, folks. Have the best of days.